A new baby is born. Her mother watches from a hospital window as her boyfriend stands outside cradling her 2-year-old son. The mother smiles, excited for her children to meet, but that moment, the sight of her little boy bundled in his Christmas clothes, would be the last time she ever saw him. The boy would vanish without a trace, his toys, his clothes, everything he owned, gone. And the man holding him would offer a series of disturbing, contradictory stories. This is the haunting mystery of David Joseph Miera, and 50 years later, his sister is still searching. It was January 10th, 1970, just 10 days into a new decade, when 24-year-old Genevieve "Jeannie" Miera gave birth to her daughter, Ilia, at a hospital in Embudo, New Mexico. It was meant to be a joyful moment for her and her boyfriend, Leon G. Zerfus, as they prepared to start a new chapter as a family of 4. That same day, Jeannie looked out her hospital window and saw Leon holding her 2-year-old son, David Joseph Miera. He was dressed in his new Christmas clothes, bundled up against the winter air. That would be the last verified sighting of David. No one knows for sure how Leon and David left the hospital that day, whether on foot, hitchhiking, or in Leon's faded green 1946 Chevrolet pickup. But one thing is certain, David never made it home. 2 days later, Jeannie and newborn Ilia were discharged and returned to the modest home she shared with Leon, just 5 miles away, but something was off. Not only was David gone, everything connected to him had vanished. His clothes, his toys, even the smallest signs of his existence were missing. When Jeannie confronted Leon, he didn't offer comfort, only a string of bizarre and unsettling stories. He claimed he had given David away, but to whom? Leon's first story was the strangest, that he had met a childless couple from New York on a bus, a blonde woman of Nordic descent, an artist or photographer named Phelps or Phillips. He said they were college graduates who wanted a child. Then the story changed. He said he had given David to his sister temporarily, just until Jeannie recovered from childbirth, but Leon had only one sister, and she was in prison in Mexico on marijuana charges in early 1970. She was later hospitalized in San Diego, and Jeannie even visited her with Ilia, where the sister swore she had never had David in her care. It was a lie, all of it. In the year that followed, Jeannie and Leon moved briefly to California. Their relationship deteriorated quickly. According to Jeannie, Leon was abusive to both her and David, and often unfaithful. He had another woman and another child, born just a year before David vanished. Jeannie admitted that she had been caught up in the local hippie scene in Dixon, experimenting with drugs and falling into a haze of confusion and trauma. In 1971, over a year after her son disappeared, she finally reported David missing. By then, crucial time and evidence had slipped away. Years passed. Jeannie returned to California, raised 5 more children, and never gave up hope of finding David. In 1986, she and her daughter Ilia returned to New Mexico and confronted Leon, but his story never changed. Still, former neighbors and even Leon's own family believe a darker truth, that Leon killed the toddler and hid his remains somewhere near Dixon. Jeannie died in 1989 without ever learning what happened to her son. Leon died in 2005, taking his secrets to the grave. Ilia, now an adult, has never stopped looking for the brother she never got to meet. Today, David Joseph Miera would be 58 years old. He is described as a Hispanic male with light brown hair, brown eyes, a birthmark in the center of his upper back, and wide-set eyes and feet. Some believe he was murdered. Others wonder, could Leon have really given him away? Could David be out there today unaware of who he truly is? If you have any information about David's whereabouts, please contact your local authorities or missing persons networks. This is Silent Streets. We tell the stories that don't make the headlines, the ones buried in time, covered in silence. Subscribe for more true crime and unsolved mystery stories that demand to be heard. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.